The Badlands Guardian. It's one of the most striking and mysterious natural formations in North America. Located near Walsh, Alberta, Canada, this geomorphological wonder, it was first discovered in 2005 by Lynn Hickox using Google Earth. From a high altitude, the land formation resembles the profile of a human head, adorned with a traditional indigenous headdress, facing westward across the vast, arid Badlands. While the Badlands Guardian came to global attention through modern technology, its existence predates satellite imagery by centuries. In fact, the feature was first captured between 1949 and 1951 by the Alberta Department of Lands and Forests during a regional mapping initiative. However, the unique shape was not fully recognized until Hickox stumbled on it while searching for directions to a nearby dinosaur museum on the Googles. It was this discovery in 2005 that turned the Badlands Guardian into a viral sensation, prompting discussions and debates about its origins. The formation of the Badlands Guardian is entirely natural, believe it or not. It's shaped by the slow but relentless forces of erosion. The region's soft, clay-rich soil has been sculpted over hundreds of years by wind, water, and rain. The intermittent yet intense rain showers typical of the Badlands, combined with the sparse vegetation, allow the earth to erode rapidly, creating distinct gullies, ridges, and valleys that just coincidentally wind up looking like a face. These natural forces carved out the contours of the Guardian's face according to the scientists, and that gave rise to the brow, the nose, the lip, the chin, that all make the figure look like a face. Though the Badlands Guardian appears convex when viewed from above, it's actually concave. It's a classic example of how the hollow face illusion works, in which ways valleys give the impression of raised features. This optical illusion adds an extra layer of intrigue to the formation, making it seem even more otherworldly. The Badlands Guardian's resemblance to a human figure wearing a traditional indigenous headdress has deep cultural significance and resonance to the region. The headdress, a symbol of leadership, respect, and spirituality, is a revered artifact in the indigenous cultures, particularly among the Blackfoot and Cree tribes, who have long inhabited this area in the surrounding plains. Interestingly, though, modern man-made structures contributed to the formation's current appearance. A road, Township Road 123A, and an oil well, both installed in the early 2000s, give the appearance of earphones on the skull. It evokes a surreal juxtaposition between the ancient and the modern. Though this addition is unintentional, it has sparked curiosity and debate about the ongoing human interaction with the natural landscape. Fortunately, these structures are expected to disappear when the oil well is eventually decommissioned, and then it'll go back to just looking like a natural land formation carved to look specifically and exactly like a human, but done by nature. The Badlands region of Alberta, where the Guardian is located, is a dramatic landscape formed primarily by glacial activity during the last ice age. You see, about 13,000 years ago, as the Laurentide ice sheet retreated, it left behind a landscape of moraines, floodplains, and coulees. Those are steep-sided valleys. The Badlands soft clay-rich deposits are remnants of these glacial processes, and over the millennia, wind and rain have continued to shape the land. The presence of smectite clays in the area, highly susceptible to erosion, has allowed for the rapid development of the geological features that we see today, including the nose, the lips, the chin, and the Badlands Guardian in totality. Maybe even to include the shoulders. This unique combination of glacial deposits and erosive forces makes the Badlands one of the most geologically interesting regions in all of North America. After its discovery on the Google Earth, the Badlands Guardian became an international sensation. In 2006, CBC Radio's As It Happens solicited potential names for the formation. After reviewing over 140 submissions, with the second place entry coming in by the name of Gord, the winning name was Badlands Guardian. It perfectly captures the figure's imposing presence and cultural significance. The formation has since been featured in numerous media outlets. The Sydney Morning Herald described it as an internet sensation, while PC World hailed it as a geological marvel. It was also named one of Time Magazine's top 10 Google Earth finds ever on Earth. And despite its popularity, the Badlands Guardian remains relatively unknown to a lot of people outside of Canada. It's often cited as an example, though, of pareidolia. That's a psychological phenomenon where people perceive familiar shapes, like faces and random stimuli. However, the Guardian's level of anatomical detail goes far beyond the unusual crude outlines or silhouettes commonly associated with pareidolia. The contours of the face, the depths of the eye socket, the curve of the nose, and the fullness of the lips, they're all proportioned in such a way that the figure appears human-made. This uncanny resemblance has led some to speculate about whether the formation could have been altered or enhanced by human hands or feet. While no evidence supports these claims, the ongoing fascination with the Badlands Guardian suggests that its allure is partly rooted in the mystery of its origin. Some believe it may have been created by otherworldly beings. Others say that it could have just been some guys digging holes. We might not know, but science says it was just rain. Despite the Badlands Guardian's growing fame, there are no formal conservation efforts in place to protect the formation from erosion or human interference. And some have suggested that the site should be designated a World Heritage Site to ensure its preservation. As the formation continues to evolve due to natural processes, scientists and conservationists, they're keeping a close eye on how it changes over time. Advances in satellite imagery and LiDAR technology have made it so much more easier to monitor such formations, and these tools help play a key role in future preservation efforts, especially since they can zoom down and capture the license plate number on a car that may be parked nearby. The Badlands Guardian is more than just a geological curiosity. It's a symbol of deep connection between nature and culture. Formed by natural forces over centuries, it stands as a reminder of the power of erosion, the influence of glaciers, and the cultural significance of the land it inhabits. It resembles a human figure wearing a headdress, and that resonates with the indigenous people of the region. And while its discovery and popularity highlight the ongoing human fascination with the natural world, some still question whether or not it was man-made. This story was inspired by Peggy Bolton. Go find her on the TikTok, Instagram, or wherever you find Peggy Boltons. These are Interesting Things with JC.